Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Rich and Josh. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your dog's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the correction and the motivations that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction that he might want to give, and the only correction that we use is a little tug and let go on the slip collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Josh has been fitted with his own slip collar, and you'll be instructed on how to use that properly during your lesson. Now, the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Josh heel.
Josh heel.
At that point, his job is to stay even with his trainer's left leg, not forging ahead or lagging behind. Rich will talk to him to keep him motivated, keep him up where he's supposed to be, and each time that Rich stops his feet, Josh sits automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, open flat of your palm, about an inch or so from his muzzle, and the one-word firm command to stay. When you're working with your puppy at home, start out with about 30 seconds, and you're going to work up to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to his dog, he will walk all the way around him as an additional distraction, returning all the way back around to Josh's shoulders, and at this point, the dog expects to get another command, and they're going to run through their heel and their automatic sit and their stay again. And being able to walk your puppy nicely on a leash and have him behave like a gentleman when he's out in public is really valuable. The automatic sits are great for when you stop to cross traffic or stop to talk to a neighbor. Your stay commands you can use right in your home. They're not just for outside. Now this time, instead of returning back to him, Rich will call him. And the command is, Josh, come. He calls him in. Josh has been taught to come in and sit facing your knees, not jump all over you, and then go back to heel position and back sitting. And Rich will demonstrate that command again. Now, Josh is a submissive puppy. He's so sweet. Everybody here just loves him. His housebreaking is coming along beautifully.
Stay.
But he does tend to lean on you, which you want to discourage, and a lot of submissive dogs will do that. Rich calls him in. He sits very nicely in front of his legs, and then he goes all the way back around to heel position and back sitting. Very nice. Now we're going to set up for our down commands, and there are 2 of them. The first one that we're going to demonstrate for you is down from a heel position. So in the position that you've been working in with the dog next to your left leg, Rich is going to use the open flat of his palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down, and then he tells him to stay, because you have to tell your dog what you're going to do. You can't expect him to read your mind. The long down stay, when you're practicing at home, you're going to start out with about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. You're going to work up to 3 to 5. When Rich returns back to him this time, he will walk all the way around him as he did on the sit stay as an additional distraction. He gives him some loving for a good job, and then he heels him out of that. And we will demonstrate that down from a heel position one more time. And you notice every once in a while when he sits next to Rich, he tends to want to lean on him, and we're discouraging that behavior. And we're also discouraging him from rolling over on his back during the down stays. Those are his, because he's a submissive dog. And this time Rich can call him out of that, have him come in and sit. That was a little wild sit. And Rich heels him out of that. And now the very last exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. Rich leaves him in a sit stay. He walks out to the end of the training leash. He's going to use his right hand to give the command.
Down. Stay.
I think he anticipated that he was going to get called instead of downed, but he did a good job. Now we've demonstrated for you all of the basic obedience commands. Healing, which is your nice walking on a leash, automatic sits, stay down from a distance and come. These are the exercises that you're going to practice with him at home, in your home as well as outside. We want you to incorporate these commands into your everyday living situations, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.